LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning with industry-leading on-track experience, superior engineering, and the World Championships to prove it. LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants, trusted by champions across the world. From engine oils, transmission fluid, and gear oils, LAT has your race car covered from bumper to bumper. Visit LATRacingOils.com to find a dealer near you.
Alrighty. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to SimTraX Broadcasting. It's Patrick Morrison coming to you live here with the Bandit Racing League here at Pocono. The Tricky Triangle is going to be a rough one here tonight as the Fords, Chevys, Dodges get lined up and ready to go. These guys are really beside themselves here tonight with the qualifying times. Super close out there, but I would say there's an honest break right after about the 20 driver mark. We got guys really falling off the table there. They're looking to make the quick adjustments now to go ahead and get their trucks lined up and ready for tonight. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this race is going to consist of here tonight, being race number 6 at the Visit Ellis County 225. 90 laps is what we got in store for you guys here tonight. 27 and 54 is when we're going to make our scheduled stops. Moving on to 70% fuel limit, 2 sets of tires down in pit, and fortunately 1 fast repair. Stella will be joining alongside me tonight as Dalton Kilroe will have his eyes in the sky watching this 93-degree track. So it is going to be Very, very difficult here. Stella, talk to me a little bit about this track. This has been a rough track, and we'll talk about some people that have really lost their heads here, and really what all this track can entail, what these guys are looking forward to.
Oh, this is the infamous tricky triangle, you bet. Pocono here is not the oldest of tracks, but definitely not new. Opened in 1971, but it is still family owned. Love that for them. Now, this tricky triangle, turn 1, takes after Trenton Speedway, 14 degrees. Turn 2, completely different, called the tunnel turn. It's modeled after Indy, 8 degrees. And then lastly, turn 3 is modeled off of the Milwaukee Mile at 6 degrees. I mean, that 6 degrees is almost flat for some tracks, so I can expect this to be a very shift gear wear type of race.
All right, especially in the trucks, we're going to have a little bit of that left rear tire is going to be a little tricky for these guys, as they've set so much spring rate in that right front to try to shift that weight to the back. It's going to be very difficult to save the right front, and in the process of saving the right front, we're going to be sliding all over the track. Hopefully, with a race, I got a feeling we're going to be a little bit single file out there. It should be a little bit easier, so Robin Allen shouldn't have as many cautions as we had as in the past coming weeks. So that should be hopefully a sigh of relief for everybody out there. We're going to be pretty pumped up about this race. Drivers are already starting to grid up there on the track. I'm excited to see how John Osborne is going to fare here tonight, as he's going to have one of his best starts here of the season. Let's go ahead and take a look at that starting grid. Stella, go ahead and let her rip.
Alrighty, so here, race 6 of season 16, we start with Adam Tahan sitting on the pole. Michael Ramos in next to him, followed by Scott Sanderson in P3, and Eddie Hagee on the outside. John Osborne, Kevin Foster in row 3. Jackson Knock and David Lakey are in row 4. On the inside lane, we've got Michael Rakes, the number 47, and Trey Ellis outside of him, the number 63. Garrett Bobo comes in at place 11, with Nick Nickerson back here in 12th. Don't always get that far back. So Jackson Duke in 13th, Logan Murray in 14th. Here's GFR starting up with Ricky Hart Jr. in 15th, Ty Carino 16. On row 9, we have Benjamin Lacey and Bob Berry. Row 10, Dylan McDonald. Outside is Connor Gibson. Davies Carroll in the number 50 and Matt Crockett in his 15 are in row 11. Josh Billiter in 23rd, Cordell McFarlane in 24th, and boy, we have a full run here. Mark Galloway and Victor Weaver in the 13th row, followed by Bill Harkins trying to stay out of the way, and Jason Allegrini on the outside of him. Nicole Krazel, Matthew Bailey in row 15, Curtis Yancey, Carter Phillips, our sponsor for this evening, and Ryan Peroni bring up the rear.
All right, thank you, Joker Creations, for our starting lineup here for tonight. It's going to be tough here as we get under green right away. Here we go. Get a nice little drone cam here of what we're seeing out there on the track. This is going to be an awesome race here. And Adam Tahan already falls off the beat here. He, right down to the bottom, gets past. And Michael Ramos goes ahead and takes a quick lead here in his Ford. Great job there as he continues to charge forward, but it looks like Tahan is going to be able to gain right back on it, though. Not bad for the only driver here from the middle-aged guns leading the charge as he takes a quick shot there on turn number 2. Very, very close as Eddie Hagee shifts up not 1 but 2 positions. Scott Sanderson stays in 3rd. As I say that, Michael Ramos makes a quick pass here into the wall as Michael Ramos had the lead, but now he's going to be scraping the right side of the truck.
Yeah, let's not do that.
That's going to push 3 wide here toward the back, making it very difficult as he gets right next to the number 62 of Ty Carino. Michael Ramos, front row all the way back to the 18th, 19th position, still going backwards. Michael Ramos, he is in trouble. Lap number. Go ahead.
Trouble. My SDK is down, so I just want you to know that for the moment, and I will do my best to come back as soon as I can.
No problem. We'll keep it going here as Kevin Foster now moves up to 4th. Jackson Knock breaking into the top 5 here as he puts Foster into the rearview mirror. Yep, we got a lot of quick changes here in the front as we see now. Adam Tahan still leads this. Sanderson moves up to 2nd. Eddie Hagge up to 3rd. Knock to 4th. Kevin Foster up to 5th. John Osborne falls out of the top 5, though, as his Chevrolet had a great start here. But can he hang on? John Osborne's known for these hot laps, and away he goes. Quick update here. Ramos is heading down into pits. There's a problem here with the 27. I'm wondering if he had a little bit of a steering linkage problem with the steering wheel, and he's going to be heading down into pit road. Driver I got my eye on here is Curtis Yancey. Started way back here, well outside the top 30, but his Chevrolet already on the charge here. 9 positions gained. He's up to 22nd here. Cordell McFarland's next on his list as he tucks in right behind that number 10. And he's got Chevrolets all the way until he finds the 16th position there of Benjamin Lacey. Now, Lacey been pretty hot here as of late. Got a couple of wins under his belt already this season, which is brought to you by Clear Low Communications and Perfect Shine Auto Spot. Couple of things we do see happening here. Right now, you do see a little bit of a Dylan McDonald here, who was a little bit of a wrecking ball here the past couple of weeks. At number 9 is charging forward. He's gained 3 here on the night. Not too bad. And right now I've got a question if Dylan McDonald is looking to change up his race line here. As you can see, Logan Murray's trying a little something there from Roundy Motorsport. Down on the bottom, we're getting a little tired of Dylan McDonald pressure in the mirror. Going to go ahead and let that number 9 right fly on by. That gives Dylan McDonald 5 on the night.
All right, I think I am back running. I had a little monitor issue there, and when it came back, it was completely new and improved. Or at least new, not improved.
First
so we have
caution
first
out here of the night. We'll find out who is caught up in this one. Looks like I've got a problem with Jason Allegrini and Matt Crockett. Crockett has been under fire here as of late as a little bit of that liquid death machine. They're starting to guess there may be a little liquid death if you race next to him. Hopefully Matt Crockett isn't an issue here. I'm showing Matt Bailey has got the meatball flag. The 54 machine is going to have to come down. That probably most likely means here, Stella, he is going to be using that fast repair if he wishes to remain competitive here for the night. You go down a lap, that is going to immediately be a bad news for him. As we take a look here, looks like the 54, if I'm not mistaken, that fender decides to
keeps falling off?
Yeah, keeps deciding to jump off there. As you can see, there's a disconnect here, not looking good. So the 54 entering into pit. Great job by Adam Tahan holding on to the lead, though. He's led all laps here so far, as Ramos had just a little hiccup here in turn number 3, bit that wall and has never been able to recover. Currently, Ramos has removed himself out of pit. Everything's looking good, but his Ford, really, really bad position here. Look at this. Hard to recover from 30 position loss. Hopefully we'll see how he comes back up. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at our first caution here of the night. This, of course, brought to you by, you know it, LET Racing Oils. All right, let's take a look at Jason Allegrini. That's the one I'm going to have my eye on here when we get in this Goodyear blimp view and see what exactly happens. Looks like Crockett way off the pace. And they just get into the back of him there. Looks like he may have hit the brakes.
Oop.
We'll take another look at it here.
Yeah, that went down on the inside line.
So look at the liquid death machine here. Way out of shape, but it does look like...
There we go.
Yeah, actually, Allegrini looks like he just spun out and ended up getting the worst of it. I think Matthew Bailey is the one who made contact, which is rather unfortunate. I would say, Stella, looking at this angle here from what we've got, let me see if I can get a little bit closer here. There we go.
Yeah, not so much blimp, more chopper.
Yes, he's there, but I would say that Matthew Bailey had a heck of a run. That is through the tunnel turn of turn number 2. And that does separate them pretty rough there, so... Matthew Bailey, fast repair, back out, 22 seconds for his pit stop time. And oddly enough, everyone pits except the top 7. And that's going to move Jason Allegrini, who was involved in that last caution, moving him up to the 7th position.
Yeah, we only have 2 guys. Looks like they're going ahead and getting some repairs, and that's Carter Phillips and Matt Crockett. The rest of them, it appears, unless Cordell McFarland just forgot to uncheck his tires, only took a splash and go on this quick lap 5 pit stop.
All right, I see Firestone Studios out there rooting on the 937 team. Hoping these guys got it going on. Joseph McDonald out there saying rooting on good luck, Dylan. And hopefully Dylan can maintain and be quiet and calm and clean. Dylan McDonald does drop down to the 24th position, though. But he did take a 10.25 second pit stop. A little bit longer than most of these guys.
Actually, about repair?
Yeah, actually about double. Everybody really about that 5 to 6 second range. He was over 10. The only other ones are currently Cordell McFarland with 15 seconds, Matthew Bailey with 22 seconds, and Matt Crockett trying to hurry up. He's got to get up there pretty quick because we are going to be back on the green soon.
We got 4 guys that just came back down.
Well, looks like they have extended the caution here. Looks like they are already double filed. Pace car lights are off, which means Jackson Knock and Scott Sanderson, a couple of our drivers who did not pit, actually might be able to clutch it a little bit here. I'm wondering if we're going to be running into a big fuel time issue here at Pocono.
Yeah, they're doing some interesting strategies here. John Osborne and Bob Berry had already come down once for a splash and go. They have done that same again, as well as Mike Ramos. Now, Josh Billiter came down for a splash and go, but now this time he's at 15.95. That looks like he put on tires. Being that we've only got 2 in the pits, this is awfully early.
Yeah, it's could be pretty interesting. I don't know if I would elect to take tires so soon. I mean, unless this thing is just not hooking up for you, or if somebody's just forgetting to uncheck some tires here. So
that's kind of what I'm wondering too.
A nice little drive-by of all of our drivers. Victor Weaver back here in 22nd. Bob Berry falls to 29th.
Matthew Crockett's coming back out after another 38 seconds of repair. Looks like he's saving that fast repair for later on in the race.
I would say that's going to be dangerous. Look at where the 15 is going to be starting.
Yeah.
So he is going to be way off pace here. Fortunately, we do have stages here, so he will have the opportunity and the ability to get back onto the lead lap. As we get ready to get under green here, the Perfect Shine Auto Spa restart zone engaged. Lap number 8 should be underway here at the line. Scott Sanderson, excellent jump here. Jackson Knock with the OxyClean 00 Chevrolet has 2 following him of Davis Carroll and Connor Gibson. Bill Harkins is up to 5th. Bill Harkins, whoa!
Yeah.
He almost rearranges the Tony the Tiger machine. It decides not to. Adam Tahan is watching this. Right now, I know
quite the run.
Yeah, Bill Harkins got a lot of things going on and off the track as he tries to keep his head in the game here. Almost gets in trouble. We'll go ahead and take our camera off of him because he always seems to get in trouble when I look at him. Mark Galloway, though. Mark Galloway is up to 10th. Stella, we have got drivers sideways back here.
Yep.
And it does not look good. Ricky Hart.
Oh, no.
Ricky Hart caught up. I don't know if Billiter got involved. And Matt Crockett, boy, talk about throwing out a life preserver here. That'll get him back right up with the field.
Nice.
That works out pretty good for him. Let's go ahead and take a look at our caution here. This heartbreaker continues. Woo. Way out of shape here. Boy. Stella, look at that. I would say that couldn't have gone any better.
I was going to say, great wreck avoidance for the rest of the guys. Good job.
No kidding. That was fantastic. I would say don't like the caution coming out, but I would say out of the grand scheme of things, this is awesome. Take a look. Looks like he's up there with Logan Murray. Can't tell if there was any sort of contact.
Little nick on the M&M's car as he went by, but that no harm, no foul.
Yeah, good avoidance. I think that was Nicole Krazel that was squeaking by there in the number 6. Give another look here. Oof. Yep, looks like the one might just ridden up. I know I'm going to get critiqued for that one. They're going to say just before that, Logan Murray came down on him. We'll see. I do want to take a quick peek here. Nice little sneak. Yeah,
Oh,
Logan
yeah.
Murray came down, baby.
Straight up.
Came down into the one. There you go.
100%.
All right, guys. See, I made the right call this time. So the 23 car sporting the number 1 Pro Star machine here tonight. Whew. Just barely made that. So we do have an extended amount of time that we do have as we are under caution.
And we have some pit road participants here on lap 6.
Yep, that we do. Bill Harkins being one of them. Mark Galloway, Ricky Hart, Matt Crockett coming back in. Jason Allegrini, our new driver, Ryan Peroni is out there. And Carter Phillips in the 30. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Stella. I believe Carter Phillips got some lead laps at the last concrete track we raced at. Which should be in Nashville. Okay. There you go. Good job.
I'm working. And then Nashville. It is not giving me that info. Okay, here's standings. Here's our last race. Well, I'm Carter Phillips Racing Darts Provisionals.
Is it Bristol? Am I incorrect?
Oh, I'm doubtful. I doubt that highly that you would be incorrect. I am struggling in finding in our SimRacer hub. Wait.
Can you also find SimRacer Hub and these point standings on the website?
That is true. Okay, we're looking at Connor.
Yes.
3 laps. Let's see if
At Bristol?
I cannot figure out where. No, Nashville.
Okay, so
3 laps
correct.
in Nashville.
Hot dog.
This is yeah, there's a lot of stats, and it's so bad it wraps around. Yes, laps led 3. I'll be diggity dog.
Pace car lights are out. As we get excited, don't mind a little side-by-side racing here at Pocono. Do hate that we're starting to catch a little bit of the yellow fever here. As we see the number 9 of Dylan McDonald kind of ducking off the track here. I don't know if he's lined up incorrectly, or if he is ducking off the track there a little bit. Nice little shout out to David Lakey out there. Welcome back. Hopefully he's finished moving to Texas as he gets back out here on the track. Currently, David Lakey is hovering, I believe, about that 13th position here. As I see Rebecca Weaver now join us.
They have their own little thing click going out there, you know.
Yeah.
Hi, Rebecca. Yeah, hi, I'm Robin.
See Hambone recommending a change of apparel.
Uh-oh.
Well, for the number 18, yeah, right now Victor Weaver been pretty clean here. Him being one of the few Toyotas out there. Adam Tahan, who started this race in the lead, is racing in a Toyota, and Trey Ellis back here in the 63 is in a Toyota. Those are the only 3 out there on the track. More scarce is the Dodges. Benjamin Lacey's sporting one, and Ryan Peroni, our new driver, is sporting a Dodge Ram out there tonight. All right, Chevy's in our first 2 rows. Let's go ahead and get our Perfect Shine Auto Spa restart underway. And again, great job here by Scott Sanderson. I don't think he's going to be able to skirt away from Jackson Knock that easy this time. As they look to dive into turn number 1. Watch this angle here as these guys fire in there. Wow, good sweeping turn there by Sanderson. He's going to get the distance he's desperately needed there right here at the beginning. Fantastic. So after that, turn number 1, Sanderson knocked Davis Carroll. Moving on to Adam Tahan, who's still trying to drag race away here from Connor Gibson, is sitting in the 31. There's a reason Adam Tahan showed up here tonight. He's strong at Pocono as he looks to take over Davis Carroll. Carroll is yet to pit, as Carroll has gained 17 here on the night in the number 50 machine. Tahan back up to 3rd, as he is feeling rather comfortable in that truck here tonight. Whoa! Shot to the wall. We're going to have a huge wreck here. Davis Carroll off the wall. Trying to catch him here, as I thought he rotated back into the field.
I think they're all in on the infield.
And hard hit here. The 50, I guarantee that's a broken toe link here. We'll see if the 50 decides to get back to it.
That's a fast repair. I saw him move it up.
Yep,
Ooh.
well, it's going to give him an amount of at least 3 to 4 minutes of towing.
Oh.
For the smack to the wall, Connor Gibson was involved. He is crab walking.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Now, honestly, I was watching him because I thought it was the 25 that was kind of trying to get on the inside of him right off the bat of the start, but perhaps that was a 29. But he managed to stay away from it, but that's an interesting view right there.
Here's the chase cam. Now, what I like to give right now is Connor Gibson. Yes, this is tearing up the truck worse, but he's not towing. If the truck is still mobile, get it in the pit. He'll take the fast repair and go ahead and get that thing squared away. Connor Gibson is yet to pit here tonight. So this will be his first time, and I guarantee I think this is not by choice.
No. No, but I'm impressed. It's kind of driving sideways there. But under control.
Yeah, rather impressive. Especially with no steering wheel input here.
Nope.
I think it can't compute how in the heck he's doing that. A great job. That is him actually dragging the tires around. That's why he's leaving streaks everywhere, so he's got to be careful on his speed or it'll blow the tires before he gets there.
Oh.
Yep, starting to see a little bit of smoke coming out of that right front now.
Almost there. Oh, don't. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know. I really wish they would allow contact in pits. I think that would change how people pit.
So much. So much change.
Oh, boy. All right, well.
So we still have John Osborne, Nicole Crazel, Matt Crockett, Connor, and Bill in the pit getting some sort of work done right now. So we'll see where that ends up putting them when they come back out on the track.
All right, let's take a look at Connor Gibson here as our LAT Racing Oils caution comes out. We saw the 50 go up and hit the wall. This is Carroll. There's the hit, and the 31 just, yeah, he's got absolutely nowhere to go. Does he get the All About Barrels award? Yes, he does.
No. So, okay, but he's in pit, comes out of pit to take that lap?
Yeah,
And
apparently.
that doesn't give him a weird penalty or a flag or a drive-through or
It
something?
may, but he can protest with race control. Let's take a look from the inside here. This is what Connor Gibson sees. Yeah, you have no idea. That's how fast into the barrels.
I thought he missed him.
Now, Davis Carroll getting some of that. Here's what it looked like from Davis Carroll. Right? Yeah, that wall just crept up on him. The truck wasn't out of shape. It just crept up on him.
Wow.
Boy,
All
great
right. Well,
great
looks
wreck
like
avoidance by the rest of the field, though.
he's
Staying
rolling
out of
again.
who, Mr.
In
Carroll?
less than 2 minutes in the pit.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe this guy has that beautiful paint scheme. Yes, he does.
That's a lot of work. Very nice.
Boy, rough night here tonight so far here with the Bandit Racing League here at Pocono for the Visit Ellis 225. 3 unscheduled cautions here so far here at Pocono. It has been definitely a rush. Guys getting great restarts, getting a good chance to get out there and give a good run. And then we started catching yellow fever here. A lot of guys smart and smash each other to pieces. And that is going to be very, very difficult to see these guys get back underway with any sort of confidence that this isn't going to happen again. Scott Sanderson is leading the charge, though. Jackson Knock is going to see if he can get him on the jump once again. It's going to be very, very difficult if he can here tonight as you see the pace car heading on off. I would say Scott Sanderson just needs to hold him off for a couple more laps here as we get back underway. Thank you, LAT Racing Oils, but we're going to go over to the Perfect Shine Auto Spot restart zone. We are back underway. Looks like already a quick shuffle here. Little slow start here from Jackson Knock as Knock moves back to 6th.
All right, but we're still going north-south. That's a good thing. So let's see if we can get a lap under us here. Only 2.5 miles, guys, and you going over 100 miles an hour. We can do it.
Yep, Adam Tahan falls back to 5th as I think he got jammed up there by Jackson Knock. Sanderson, Garrett Bobo. We haven't talked about much of him tonight. And you said far back start for Nickerson sitting 12th. He's now up to 3rd. It's 9 here on the night for ones who can't do math. Jackson Knox sits 4th and Adam Tahan 5th. Benjamin Lacey slides up 11 positions tonight, sitting 6th here in this first stage with about 11 laps here to go. Dylan McDonald is in 7th. Kevin Foster down 2 to 8th. Eddie Hagee in 9th. And the one I said keep your eyes on is going to be that 51 of Curtis Yancey. But right now we're going to have our eyes here on Ty Carino as he is in the infield. And I've got cars skidding all over the place. I'm hoping David Lakey isn't involved. I believe that's our driver still on track. Yes, it is.
All right, well, caution number 4 here, lap 16.
Yep, heavy damage. Look at that left front wheel. Something's wrong here. The 84 will be getting a fast repair.
Yes.
Stella,
yes,
that is a lot of fast repairs here at the beginning of this race. Ricky Hart once again caught up in another one. And I believe his car is destroyed here. Yep, right front fender missing on this one.
Yep, totally gone.
Yep, meatball flag for both these gentlemen here.
All right, well, we have a minute. Tonight is the Visit Ellis County 225. That's Ellis County, Kentucky. And no, it's not.
Oof.
Wait, it's Nebraska? God, I'm starting to feel weird.
All right, David Lakey getting caught up here. It looks with, I believe that's Ty Carino in the 62. Quick little shot to the back there. As they are 3 wide up front, trying to get out of there. Ricky Hart, clink.
It's just...
I wonder what causes this to begin with. Why did these two make contact? Because I see Victor Weaver right up here in the front. What? Victor into the wall. Here's a cut here. And David Lakey just kind of rotates up.
Yeah, I was going to say, those two touched behind had nothing to do with. Oh, like he comes back up and takes a little front end off.
Who hit him in the back? It says the 31, but that is the incorrect truck number.
'31 is Connor Gibson.
Yeah, and that's not who made contact here. So Ricky Hart, fast repair used. David Lakey, I'm sure, is much of the same. Yes, he is back on track.
Our two wrong place, wrong time drivers, John Osborne and Bill Harkins, down in the pit getting some work done.
All right, Robin Allen calling it for what it is here, looking pretty rough here at the beginning. I would not say this is what we expected here. Normally, Pocono ends up as a single file race. These things definitely stretch out. It makes it actually a little harder for us here in the booth because passes are few and far between. There's a lot more action, but in the wrong way, I guess, is where I'm getting ready to aim this conversation.
Yeah. Speaking of aim conversation, I just had a total brain fade there when I went to talk about the sponsor of the race. Good old Ellis County. I started saying Nebraska, and then the Kentucky. It's Kansas. I don't know what happened there, but Kentucky came out instead of Kansas. And I was just trying to, to give you a little orientation. Ellis is only about 2-hour card ride from Dodge City. So it is the home of the historic Fort Hays, which was built in 1865. Saw some famous military figures come through, such as Custer and Sheridan, Buffalo Bill and Wild Bill. So it has a little claim to fame here and there. Let's not forget, we just missed the Ellis County Fair, which was on June 14th to 17th, complete with a live 4-H auction. So, but that is who is our sponsor of tonight's race. And everybody talks about Kansas being so dangerous and everything. There's no injuries or fatalities due to weather in all of last year. It's kind of weird, huh? You think of all the tornadoes and things.
Yeah.
Yep.
I found our 31 truck. That's actually Mark Galloway.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I was on a little bit of the hunt there.
No,
Forgot
understandable.
what was going on. For all our Victor Weaver fans, currently sitting 15th. As he's slowly working his way up. That's 11 here so far. He's met with another Toyota, Trey Ellis. Should be starting to his outside. Caddy corners here.
Yeah, Mark Galloway should be the 3, shouldn't he? I'm off.
Now looking at Lacey Steinmeister. No pockets. Hey, everybody thanking you for the information out there.
Yeah, I try.
All right, our pace speed hovering at 75 miles an hour. Let's go ahead and try to do a little better than that. Perfect sign auto spot restart zone here.
7 to go before stage break.
All right, everybody holding their breath out there, and we're holding our breath here.
Yes.
Waiting to hope for it. They're going 3 wide here on.
In a couple of rows, even.
Yeah.
Come on now. They're looking to push for those stage points coming up now in 6.5 laps. Am I the only one that sees that particular car as a 0? The Burtec car there?
Yes.
Okay.
You mean the number 1 of Adam Tahan?
Absolutely.
Excellent. All right, well, we're getting triple zeros on the screen now. Jackson Knock is the third. Sanderson still leading this one.
All right. Look at us go.
All right. Yep. Say it. Curtis Yancey up 22 positions, sitting 9th. Here we go. Curtis Yancey only pit 1 time here so far, taking fuel. And now he's running down Nick Nickerson. Holy cow, watch Yancey. Say, Stella, this reminds me, Curtis Yancey reminds me of Christopher Darling. Every time he comes to Pocono, it's something here. Check this out. This is 3 wide for the lead.
Ooh, it's
Tahan,
5 to go,
Bobo.
gentlemen. No. Okay.
Sanderson dumped.
Keep going. Oh, we're still moving forward. Life is good. Excellent.
Stella, didn't this happen last week?
Oh, yeah.
This happened to the same drivers.
Oh.
Dylan McDonald and Scott Sanderson get in it again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jump in the middle of that one.
I will. What the heck is going on here? This is the pass for the lead now. Watch how they... Okay, so we take Bobo, we push him forward. This is Tahan.
Yes.
Tahan slides to the inside. Where does Dylan McDonald come from here?
I don't know, but
I think McDonald stays away. Okay, so he's just around the issue.
War contact.
Ooh, Nickerson checks up. Fires right down the center. Look at this.
How about 4
Knock.
wide?
Knock. Oh my gosh.
That's all right. We are racing.
All right, everybody. I'm trying to show you guys how much these guys are moving around, because it is a lot. Now, why the heck they can't do that all the time and keep it caution-free is beyond me. Tahan, McDonald, Curtis, Yancey. Yancey now up to 3rd. Currently, right now, Yancey does need to make up 2.1 seconds to find Adam Tahan, as Tahan has gotten the fresh air and has run away with this thing.
Yeah, he knows Pocono, sitting the pole, and here he is back up front again. Curtis Yancey up 28. That, my friend, is impressive.
Yep. Now, apparently, it definitely means you don't have to have a good qualifying time to race.
No.
Still,
But
anybody
Jackson
here in the top 12. Jackson Knock is the only one who's yet to pit. Is that where you were going?
And Scott Sanderson.
Yep.
So, and he's sitting 13. Sorry, I was just 1 down. But yeah, that's exactly where I was going. Those two have yet to set foot in pit, either for repair or for fuel and tires. So I think they are going to make it to this stage break, because we're within 2 now. Oh, Carter Phillips.
A little
What
kiss to the wall there.
is he doing?
Now, I keep my eye here on Michael Ramos. Now, remember how fast Ramos was. He was able to overtake the lead immediately. And now he is bumbling around here, sitting in that 12th position. Here's the single file race.
But Carter Phillips is in the pits. On green flag.
Now that he is. Carter Phillips may have had some trouble.
All right, 2 to go. We got a little shimmying around going.
Yep, 3 wide here. Pretty impressive there. That is currently Scott Sanderson on the bottom line. You see a little breakaway move there by Adam Tahan at the bottom of our screen. I want to rotate back to the 3-wide race here in the back. As they break free, look who pops in. Here comes Bob Berry.
Yay!
Berry better watch it, though. 93's been rotating up a little bit here. Perfect shine auto spot. You got plenty of time on my screen. Away you go.
That was Logan Murray there in the middle of those 4 on the outside edge, keeping it clean.
Firestone Tire Studios reached out to Carson Hocevar with a link to this live. Oh, boy.
Okay.
I'm hoping everything's A-okay. I have a feeling he's getting at something else. Take a look at Tahan, though. Way to
earlier
run.
He said he wanted him to race in this league. That's what he was referring to. But we are stage break at lap 27. Looks like our top 5 are Tahan, McDonald, Yancey, Lacey, and Haggy.
Robin Allen, you don't pull a single punch. All right, Jackson Knock, Nick Nickerson, Kevin Foster, Garrett Bobo, who is there in the top 3, 29, falls off. A good little bit, dropping down to 9th, and Cordell McFarland. Number 10's been pretty careful here. See, Scott Sanderson, I would say this is a pretty big loss for him as he falls off right there at the end of the stage.
Yeah, and he has just taken the lead in the driver standings for the league. But he is only currently 5 points above Jonathan Platt. However, notice Jonathan Platt is taking a provisional tonight.
New driver Ryan Peroni, he's up 7. He sits 26. These are just some of the notable drivers. David Lakey's regaining some of his positions back, still down 13 though. He's sitting down here in 21st. Still had a pretty quick lap though.
I'm kind of curious to see what Cordell McFarland does. He's up 14, sitting in 10th. But he's one of the ones that did the tires on lap 5. Do you think he'll take tires again? Or do you think he's going to try to save it for the second one?
I would save it for the second one. That may have been an accidental uncheck. And they put tires on.
Exactly. So just bringing that to make note.
But this would be a possible fuel and go. He'll fuel and get out there in front of everybody else, and he'll be a driver on old tires. And he could shuffle back rather fast.
Yes, as long as he doesn't take anybody with him.
Alrighty, let's see how pit road goes here. As they work on their down, I believe our 31 machine, Connor Gibson, is not pitting here. He stays out there. He did pit on lap number 24.
Remember, I said he came in while we were still under green flag. He's doing something on purpose. Has to be.
Well, I knew you had mentioned Carter Phillips, and he came in under the meatball flag.
Well, I believe Carter Phillips has taken it to the garage.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what exactly happened to Carter here. As I'm showing, Carter Phillips was doing okay. And then something happened. I don't know if he got tied up with Scott Sanderson or not.
I don't know who's in the back there, but they do not like anybody to be around them. It's like,
Yeah,
you're in my
this
space.
is Carter Phillips here in the 30. he gets taken out or what.
If he does, it must have been to the infield or a single car crash. Because it's not what caused our caution.
Well, there was no caution involved here.
No, because he cut out at lap 25.
Yeah, it shows a pass here with Victor Weaver. Oh, there he is.
Into the infield. Yep. Alrighty. That's exactly.
Here's Carter Phillips. Whoop.
Yep, I can understand that being the end of his night.
It looks like he had enough there. Pace car lights are out, so it'd mean we're getting back under green here. As RC goes ahead and does his best to go ahead and try to square everything away here. Thank you, Dalton Kilrow, for keeping an eye on this. I would think this was going to be an easy night for him, but I don't think so. All right, so after pit stops happen, Connor Gibson and Benjamin Lacey are going to be on our front row. Kevin Foster, Dylan McDonald sit row number 2. Curtis Yancey, Garrett Bobo, Bob Berry, Michael Ramos. For the following rows and rounding out our top 10, Adam Tahan and Michael Rakes. Good to see Michael Rakes out here. He started in 9th, but he's going to be looking to get back into the front. As that 47 slightly camouflaged truck will be fighting his way up to the front. Jackson Knox, surprisingly, he's down here in the 13th spot next to Cordell McFarland. McFarland with a 12.63 pit stop. Stella, I'm hoping that's not his right side tires he put on.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, something else interesting as well, depending on when these guys pit. Most of them pit on lap number 5, but drivers like Kevin Foster with an 8.3 second pit stop time. Getting ready to make it happen. Alrighty, perfect shine auto spot. Chasing Connor Gibson now, as he's out front. Whoa, nice little block here. Kevin Foster's going to make him pay for that. 3 wide heading into turn 1.
That did not take long.
No, it did not. Expect Curtis Yancey to take over the lead here. Fortunately, the big red propane machine is about to get a mirrorful of that 51. He follows closely as Benjamin Lacey sticks to his high line. Does not want to get involved this soon.
No.
Connor Gibson last taking his pit stop on lap number 24. And Kevin Foster's going to be able to lead some laps here as we are back under caution.
Yes.
We all weep here as Ty Carino is involved. Determine if this is going to result in a drive-through. 62's been in trouble here past couple of cautions. Ty Carino last involved in the caution on lap number 17. Serves one here on lap number 32. Yuck. All right, Ty Carino. Reverb here. Ty Carino, not his fault.
Who took him out?
Boy, comes back up the track, though.
Yeah. At least he was behind the field, pretty much. But that's not a good habit to get into. LAT Racing Oil, full and semi-synthetic racing oils, gear oils, trans fluids, nitro, and supercharger oil. They're available in 16 states, Australia, and Canada. So find a dealer near you by searching latracingoil.com.
Take another look here at Ty Carino. I see the number 14, I think, gets into him here. That culprit's going to be Mr. Allegrini. Guarantee you that radio's lighting up for that one. Because right here, I guarantee everybody panics. Man, how in the world? Stella, just from this angle here, I would say... Boy, yuck. That's a horrible angle. I need to tell him where to mount his camera next time. This is Brony here. Look. And he actually loses a little bit of traction there.
Yeah. Just from the wind, do you think he came so close?
Probably having to stop in the middle of the turn. So, he holds it together, though. Ty Carino working his way down pit road now, as he follows a bunch of other drivers coming on
Those
down.
other drivers being mostly the back end of the field, however. I don't see anybody up front in the top 23 who's decided to come down for any adjustments.
Well,
or film.
Out there in the chat, everybody is trying to making sure they remind us that Victor Weaver had the opportunity to win a race out there, and then everybody just about died when he ran out of gas. That might be, I think, some of the driving force why we see Mr. Victor Weaver coming down for his third time here tonight for a quick top off. Does not want to run out of fuel again.
Fair.
As he sports the number 18 M&M's Toyota here tonight. He resumes his original qualifying position here on the restart. Back in the 26th position. Tell you what, somebody ought to get Victor Weaver out there with Benjamin Lacey and help him with a qualifying time. I think if Victor Weaver had the opportunity, I would say him and who's the name I'm thinking of? Okay, I would say Victor Weaver and like Jackson Duke. If these guys could qualify well and get in the top 10, I think they'd stay out of 90% of the trouble that's happening here in the back. You know what I mean? Because what normally once they get up there, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty racy up here. You're up here with Nick Nickerson sitting in the 8th position. You make a stupid move, somebody's going to give you a stupid prize. So it's
if a mouse carried a 45, the snake wouldn't mess with him either, you know?
Right.
So.
Right. So I hate seeing guys that just have horrible qualifying times and then just can't prove how they race because they spend more time avoiding wrecks and fighting the field. But in the same respect, we got drivers like Curtis Yancey. I mean, this guy started in the 31st position and is sitting up here on the front row.
We had it the other week with Jonathan Platt, who started all the way in the back and still ended up on the podium. So it's we have a blinker.
Wave of the wand here. Curtis Yancey reappears.
Lord.
If you blink really slow, he stays on the track.
Yeah, but your timing has to be impeccable. Oh, yeah, he's got something. Yeah, Curtis, if you're listening, dude, shut off whatever the update is doing.
I hope Robin Allen isn't hinting that he's drunk.
No. Oh, yeah, Curtis, you do not want to end up at the end of the field for blinking here in the front. So,
well, Stella, let's think happy thoughts. Out front, fresh air. Maybe he'll get away from the trucks. His connection stays good. Side by side, this close with so many, well, you can't find him.
Okay.
Alrighty, Foster, Yancey, Lacey, Gibson to Hahn for our top 5. A nice mix of trucks. Ford, Chevy, Ram, another Chevy, and a Toyota. And they're going to get here to our Perfect Shine Auto Spa restart. Here we go. Thank you again, Clear Low Communications here. They definitely could use your services here tonight. Get a bunch of guys bumping and banging back here around the Jackson Knock area. Right now, as we do, definitely get some good pushing here. And watch the number 9 here of Dylan McDonald. McDonald, ooh, there it is.
Yeah.
It almost gives a little nudge here to Connor Gibson as he just spots him around the edge of his racing seat.
Wow, Benjamin Lacey takes that high line. He saw the opening and swung in there fast.
Yeah, I can guarantee you right now, Kevin Foster's got this thing to the floor. He's watching that 51 because turn number 3 is going to be strong for Yancey. As Yancey makes the dive down to the bottom. A little backfire out of the tailpipe here as he slows it down. Can he make the pass? It doesn't look like it.
No, and actually Tahan has decided he is going to take advantage of that and is now past Curtis, who's now in third.
Boy, tough line here as these guys race into turn number 1. We'll play chase here. As currently Tahan takes that number 1 spot. Foster now sits second. Watch Foster. Yeah, give him a little nudge. See if you can push him into turn number 2 a little bit faster than he wants to be. Backs way off. That's going to allow Yancey to take a look underneath. Drops it below the paint. Yancey stays back just a little bit, but who throws his hat into the ring? Benjamin Lacey.
Benjamin Lacey.
Lacey to the outside, has to back it up, though. Foster looks like he's running a little bit slower as he's caught on that outside line. Lacey's got room side to side, but right now expect Connor Gibson to look for a strike. No can do. There's a nice little rush. Foster looking to take that lead right back.
And he does. Yeah, I was watching Connor Gibson getting really close there to Curtis Yancey, but we are doing well. But Nick Nickerson is hiding in the line there. Do not forget about him and his way of popping out and taking 2 spots at a time.
Benjamin Lacey watching Yancey floating around behind him here. Back and forth, back and forth. Very aggressive behind that wheel, but that is the Yancey way. Definitely seems to be that way every time we follow that number 51 machine. Gets a good roll through that turn. Boy, I just wonder if Yancey knows how the truck just rolls through these turns, or is he firing up these tires trying to get the most out of them? Watch Yancey. Good push here to Benjamin Lacey. That's going to help Lacey not fall behind, get him under that half a second. And away he goes. Adam Tahan out front. This is currently taking a look at our leader here. Seems everything all out the windshield, not taking a peek anywhere. Everything stays solid. Connor Gibson and Nickerson. You mentioned him, Nickerson. Trying to see if he can slide into the top 5. No can do. 31 has got the line.
Yeah, Robin Allen, the number 1 car is the Adam Tahan. He is the current leader. Had a question out there.
Yep. I think it was a little confusing because Adam Tahan is 1 in the tower, but 0 on the truck.
It's not. It's a 1 on the truck. I was corrected earlier by Bill Harkins. I kept seeing a 0. That is a white 1 in a red square.
No way.
No, really. That's why I was saying, does anybody else see that as a 0? And y'all were like, no, it's 1. So, yeah, I've been having that issue since day 1.
Okay, even on the top of the truck, it's a white square with a red one?
Yep.
Bro. Okay, you got it.
Sorry.
All right, we'll keep here with Adam Tahan. Looks like Jackson Knock might be doing a little blinking himself. Not good for Dylan McDonald. Just taking a peek around here. Would say there is some decently close racing back here with Billiter. Billiter and Ricky Carter going at it. This is back here for the 20th position. Yeah, see, everybody out there is saying that's a 0.
Okay.
That's Ricky Hart trying to stick it out here. Prays for a little more room out there on the track. No, we definitely hang around our top 3 a bunch here. But Connor Gibson, this is his shot at the Big Red propane machine. Kevin Foster's Ford trying to hold on, though. Boy, boys almost make contact there. Trade just a little bit of paint there so they can take something home to the body shop guys. Foster moving on through. Jackson Knock realizes the 31's got no steam. He's going to follow behind Yancey. That's going to move Jackson Knock up to 5th. Oof. shot off the wall.
It's okay.
Who was that? I think that was Nickerson that hit the wall.
Could be.
Nickerson's spotter will keep an eye on that right side of that truck. That's not what he was looking for. Once again, this track seemed to come up and bite these guys. Can't seem to get a decent grip out there, or as soon as the truck starts heating up on those tires, they're just gone. They end up sliding all over the place. Here's Garrett Bobo sitting 12th. Bob Berry right in front of him. Bob Berry doing a lot here for the league, especially out there with finishing and doing the points. Bob Berry doing a great job, though. Tried to keep it super clean last race, but I think he got tangled up in a few things.
Yes. He definitely is kind of a middle pack driver under most circumstances. He tends to kind of be a magnet for the metal, the flying metal around him.
Yeah. Well, watch Scott Sanderson here. Last turn, he came skidding out of that turn because he is actually dropping below the paint.
Yes.
And scrubbing here. Sanderson has been decided to go full-time into this league, like the way everything was going. But since he went full-time, Sanderson has been struggling here to get some top 5 finishes. Unfortunately, a couple of them have been scrubbed here on the last few laps. Sanderson's scrambling to get back up front. He's currently sitting in 14th. I wonder if he's battling some damage that he may have collected earlier. Boy, look who's getting gutsy out here in the back. Look at the 11. What a run he's got here. Gets cut off, though. Trey Ellis shuts the door on him.
Yeah, Scott Sanderson has managed 3 top 5s and 4 top 10s. Not to mention some 5 bonus points. So he's racking it up. Doesn't hurt the 40 stage points. So he is 78 points above the cut line. He's keeping it real.
All right, got a couple blinkers that are going to be battling side by side. Yancey and Jackson Knock. Really having some trouble here.
I'd suggest Connor Gibson and Dylan McDonald give him some room.
Nah, you can't do that at Pocono. You start giving anybody room, these guys start running away. Like you see Tahan here. Between turn 1 and 2, he's trying to break free. Kevin Foster's sticking close, though, as he's got a little help here from Benjamin Lacey. Great job there by the GFR Racing team. Everybody trying to work together here. As the only driver out there from the middle-aged guns leading this race. This has definitely worked out very, very well for him here, as he is out front.
Yeah. Ooh, we got a nice little push going there.
Yep. Benjamin Lacey doing his best here. He's currently a driver from the GFR Racing team. Watch Yancey starting to creep up, though. Great job here. Finally break free of our fever. 9 laps left to go here.
Till the
Everything
next
looking
stage
pretty
break.
good. Kevin Foster takes a peek here to the outside, gets a fender, but is not going to get the clear as they head into the Milwaukee turn there.
Well, his GFR teammate should help him. He'll go ahead and give another nudge there and see if he can get a better run. But I think some of these guys are like, don't push me on 1 and 2. I'm only set up for the turn 3 or something to that effect. That's the whole tricky triangle fun, is no two, or each one has their own identity. Oh, crunch, Mr. Lakey. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Knock off the wall.
Yep, Knock ricochets off the wall there. Driver working their way back onto the track. As Knock is getting out of shape here. Not looking good. Kevin Foster doesn't get any help. He falls down to third. Benjamin Lacey had the run. And now Lacey's starting to realize, hey, I want a few extra stage points. as they continue this charge forward. Everything pretty quiet here on the Eastern Front. Let's move back to Michael Ramos. I do want to correct myself. There was actually the guys rotating through turn number 2, not the Milwaukee turn. It was the Michael Ramos move there. That is the Milwaukee turn you see now as they hit the front stretch. This is the number 27. Hate seeing a guy who was up there battling for the lead, scrambling to get deeper into the top 10. Gives a little shot there to Nick Nickerson. Nickerson's going to use that speed to dive underneath of Eddie Hagge. Does he capitalize, though? Nickerson rotating up the track. Sanderson might bump him here. As this racing is getting close. Contact with the wall right behind. Boy, a lot of pushing here. That should be Garrett Bobo out there in the black, yellow, and blue. What a shove from Logan Murray.
Woof. No kidding.
Yeah, that Michelin chopper view up top definitely shows a lot more on the track than we can see. And we have caught it again. Caution back out. Davis Carroll involved in this one. The number 50 machine who ricocheted off the wall earlier in this race back on lap number 12 gets caught in another one here, lap number 48. Apparently anything in multiples of 12 might be pretty bad here for Davis Carroll. As the caution returns, now we're going to end up with a who pits, who doesn't pit, and a shootout here to the end of the stage.
Yeah, because we'll have, what, maybe 3 left when we come back?
I believe so. Stella, I would say, look at our laps here. Lap 54, they come in for a stage, possibly pit on 55. Boy, that's going to be a long sprint to the end.
Yes, it is.
Somebody's going to, yeah, they're going to have to pit.
Capped run limit is about 30 laps. So somebody's going to have to be betting on one more caution between the second stage and the end.
Well, I would love to see it work as a what in the world is this? Okay, hopefully Nicole Crazel isn't I like it when we catch a little something going on the track. All right, I think we got her drummed up now. Let's go ahead and take a peek here at what gets our Davis Carroll caution here. Oh, Victor! Victor! Oh, no!
Okay, that was not bad.
All right, let's see how Robin Allen handles this. Let's take another look. Victor goes to pass. It's getting the door draft, so it's starting to pick up speed. But I would say, Stella, is it netcode?
No.
No? You don't think so?
Don't think so.
I would love to get something a little bit closer. Let's see. Get the zoom in on that thing. Yeah.
Ooh, perfect. Because he comes off of the bumper there, and his spotter does not tell him he's clear.
Nope, he's got him right there.
Yeah.
Bummer. Boy, that's even closer. Ugh.
That's a little too close.
I feel like that was in a movie once.
What?
I'm trying to figure out. Davis Carroll is who I'm looking for here. I want to find there. And he definitely hooks him. Yeah, he got the door draft off the side and then sent him.
But notice he locked him up.
Or did his best. It's hard to lock him up at 150 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, rather than some of the guys who keep trying to save it all over the track and take out 6 more people. So, okay.
Stellar. Ricky Hart.
Yes. No.
3 minutes in down pit road.
And still working on it.
What happened to him? Caution is out by this point. Whoa.
Oh.
Ricky, come on, man. All right, so that might be our second retiree here for the night. Carter Phillips is taking it home. And Ricky Hart might be the next. Bobo working his way down pit, as well as Jackson Duke. Might be a good offset here, especially for stage. They gun it to stage. They don't pit. They pit somewhere in the middle and then try to stretch it out to the end. Stella, is that us on the edge of the door there?
You would have to show me. See, Ricky Hart is another one. He's number 23 on the tower, but he's supposed to be a 1.
Yeah, look right behind the driver's window. I think that's us. Hot dog. Yep, there it is.
Oh. Okay, it wraps around.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty sweet.
He's got a little Pop Motorsports on there, too. Nice.
All right. Why does this ring a bell? Matthew Bailey in the 54. Sitting here in 16th. Not bad. Nicole Krazel sitting up in the 15th spot. Which I might have those two reversed. Krazel's actually outside line here. LAT Racing Rules bringing you another fine caution out here for the night. Truck heading on off. We are getting ready to get this going. Check out the restart from the top view.
Either Tahan just took off or Kevin Foster gave him a push, because off they went.
Gunning around turn number 1. Lacey knows he's got to jump quick. Heat cycled tires here is going to give the, oh boy, the advantage to the outside line. Benjamin Lacey trying to keep that Real Earth Films machine on the track. Here comes Dylan McDonald here to the outside, looking pretty good here so far.
Hold on to it, boys.
Yep, well, expect a whole lot of bumping and running here. Curtis Yancey sitting 5th. As Scott Sanderson looking to return back to the top 5 right there on the edge of your screen.
Yeah, he was the victim of that accordion that we just had. Oh, no.
Yep, Tahan running away with this one. Welcome to fresh air at Pocono. Away he goes. Kevin Foster sits 2nd. Benjamin Lacey 3rd. Dylan McDonald 4th. Scott Sanderson in 5th. Yancey sits 6th. Jackson Knock back to his original qualifying position of 7th. John Osborne is 8th. David Lakey 9th. And rounding out our top 10 is going to go to Nick Nickerson. Nickerson is pretty close to Lakey and Bob Berry, though. These two guys.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Absolutely not. Boy. Stella,
right.
You want to talk about crazy stuff. Adam Tahan is actually knocking down his fastest times here of the night.
And like a full second over everybody?
Yes. I whatever it is, he has found another gear here.
Well, he's laid down the best of the, like you say, of the night, but he's even doing the best right now. Yeah, a 55.3 just on the last lap. And he's on really old tires.
Wow. All right, Adam Tahan putting the distance out there on Benjamin Lacey. Lacey's trying to keep it close, though.
1 to go.
Boy, right now, look at John Osborne. Yes! I like the gutsy move here to the end of the stage. Gun it to the line. Right now, Osborne has got to hold it here. No help, though, as David Lakey takes the high line. Osborne having to check up. Yancey almost rear-ends him here is Eddie Haggy. Might try his best Melon Man impression here to the line.
That is a name we haven't heard all night.
Whoa, yeah. Eddie Haggy, 8th place.
Wow.
As these guys get 3, almost 4 wide heading down that front stretch.
Yeah, that was crazy. But Sanderson, Lakey, Osborne, and Haggy separated by a tenth of a second. That is nuts. All right, so Tahan taking both first and second stage tonight.
I see what Robin Allen's saying. Yeah, actually here in the Pocono Mountains, there's a little bit of a big hump right dead smack in the middle of the track here. So when the drivers go around the turn actually dips down, and as they dive for the banking there. So that's why we catch 90% of those RVs that we see that are blocking up some of that track.
Yeah, you should go out there and just tell them they have to go.
Why, they get the best seats in the house.
Yeah, but Robin Allen doesn't want to see him.
That's right. Adam Tahan. What a stage win here. This guy's been on a roll here as of late. Great job, though. Pace car does come out.
I kind of worry if they didn't.
Well, finally catch up with them. If you look like, I would say, okay, here's the best way to describe it.
Yes.
Catch up. Maybe under
He's
caution.
coming.
Catch up. Because normally these stage breaks do kind of break everything a little bit even out there, I would say.
Okay.
It gives everybody an equal opportunity when they come down into pit. So if you are falling behind and the leader's already heading into pit and you're off by about half a length, off by about 8 seconds from entering pit, well, it scrubs any gain you may have gotten heading down pit. So, just rather, as a driver, it's frustrating. We should be tucked up and snugged up to the person in front of you here, and then that way you can try to pit and salvage your night, especially if you're having a bad night.
You can all take off at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I understand you may be coming into pit about 8 seconds later because you are in the back, but in the same respect, you've got to get out there. Logan Murray not pitting here. Crockett's getting one of his laps back.
I'd say all of our guys who came in on lap 49 have chosen that to be their stage break caution. Yeah, all of our 29 guys are coming in. 29s and 25s, which makes perfect sense.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it here. Eddie Haggy may be taking over the lead here. He's been coveting that position for a while now.
Up 3.
Connor Gibson, Michael Ramos returning back to the front couple of rows here. Cordell McFarland may be rounding out the final spot in the second row. But for the meantime, that's going to give us a little bit of a chance for our drivers to get pitted and lined back up. We're going to cut to commercial, and we will be right back.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning with industry-leading on-track experience, superior engineering, and the World Championships to prove it. LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants, trusted by champions across the world. From engine oils, transmission fluid, and gear oils, LAT has your race car covered from bumper to bumper. Visit latracingoils.com to find a dealer near you.
Alrighty, everybody. 6 unscheduled cautions here for the night. 8 cautions altogether. So all you guys are accounting, there's going to be plus 10. That means you're gambling for 4 more. I'm gambling for no more.
Done. Yes.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully we keep this everything all clear and good to go. We'll talk about Ellis County here in just a moment, but as we get back under green, Eddie Haggy gets off to his first restart here of the night. 32 laps left to go here, Stella. I guarantee you these guys are starting to weigh their options. Who's got the fuel? Who doesn't? Some are gambling on that caution to come back out, and they are going to prey on that, but we might just have that sooner than we thought. Michael Rakes is going to be in some trouble here as that real tree machine hopefully doesn't blend in with the infield, as you can see him mixing it up here on that bottom line.
Yeah, I was noticing Logan Murray, Jackson Duke, and where was my other guy? Garrett Bobo. They both came in for nothing but a splash and go on this last round. So their tires are going to be significantly older than everybody that's running around them.
Yeah, pretty tough here. We do keep an eye out here on our driver who's led the most laps here for tonight, as Adam Tahan, currently in 6th. Watch that outside line. He's going to be getting up close. And there's that caution everybody's looking for, and you wouldn't believe who's involved.
I was not looking for that. Just let you know.
Driver number 18 of Victor Weaver involved.
Oh.
And so was Jason Allegrini, shows he was involved. Now, Jason's been in some trouble here earlier in the race as well, all the way back in the one of the first cautions back on lap number 4.
Oh, I have him in 6. Okay, maybe he's been in trouble a little bit more.
All right, let's see what takes out one of our fan favorite drivers out there. Allegrini on the wall, ricochets. Yep, we've seen that before. And Connor Gibson's it. Or excuse
that was a barrel award. Holy moly.
Does Victor Weaver tow?
Oh, no,
I hope not. Hope he doesn't tow. I do not see that thing moving.
No.
He slammed into those barrels.
Granted. But Bob and Allen have to tell us if he has a full motion rig. There he goes.
Yep. I destroyed it there.
Shook him up a little bit.
Wow.
I think it might have been a graphic issue because it shows he's been in pit already for a minute. So it might have just kind of had him stuck out there on the track.
Yep, pace laps last about a minute 20 here. As we got a few guys shuffling around. Allegrini getting in some trouble. This is the earlier issue with Allegrini.
Oh.
And he ended up just spinning out there.
Boink.
And
he almost made it. Not, Matthew Crockett going sideways at the bottom of the screen.
Here's Allegrini here into the wall. Boy, but right behind Bob Berry. Give it Victor Weaver, though. Did you see the donations he left?
Yes. Yes, a little bit of everything.
I think he left a hood and a fender and maybe a bumper. So Jay would have been happy.
Yeah. That is destroyed. Now, big question. Did he have a fast repair left?
I think Victor is going to throw in the towel here. I think he's had enough. This is a shot from Victor Weaver's truck.
I think he might have gone to that recovery. Oh, wow. Recovery trailer. Jeez.
Oh, I want to do that one more time. Did you see? Look at Bob Berry. Goes in front, and I don't know what, but look at the inevitable.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see he's trying to steer out of it, and there's just nowhere to go. Boom.
Not a... Wow. Just blasted.
Stella, out of all this, we see Victor destroyed here, but what does Allegrini survive after this? Because I think he eats the wall too.
He took a pretty good shot, but it was straight on, so I'm not sure if he's still moving.
Yep, it flattens the nose of his Ford. Allegrini's still mobile, though.
The only two that are not mobile, I've taken it back to the garage that I can tell. Oh, excuse me, 3. Nope, Carter Phillips and Victor Weaver. Are we looking at Ricky Hart still mobile? 12 laps down? Because it shows him in the pit.
Ricky Hart is, I believe, probably spotting for somebody on the team for GFR.
Gotcha. Okay, so we have 3 that have taken it.
20 minutes he's out of the truck.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the one that surprises me the most here is the 51.
Curtis Yancey?
Is in the garage.
Oh. No. I would almost go take a peek where he is and ask him why. And I think I will. I'll be back.
Alrighty. Cautions, cautions, cautions here at Pocono. A little unusual here, but not for the Bandit Racing League. These guys have been some trouble here as of late. As the sun sets, Eddie Hagge, Logan Murray, Jackson Duke, and Michael Ramos here will be on our front 2 rows. It almost like a redo that they had last round. As Robin Allen is saying good night. Good night, Miss Allen. Hopefully we can get Victor Weaver back on the track and maybe in better spirits as his night comes to an end here at stage number 3. Sure, Victor Weaver had a little bit of trouble. He would be able to reach out to the admin team of the Bandit Racing League and voice his concerns about any racing out there on the track. The admin team definitely takes in mind what these guys do, that being Kevin Foster, Bill Harkins, of course, Benjamin Lacey, Bob Berry. These guys doing an excellent job. I'm sure I've forgotten a few. I'm not sure if Nickerson is part of the admin team this season. But I will keep an eye out there and see if they definitely have it. All right, caution sponsor is over. That means the Perfect Shine Auto Spa restart zone is getting underway. Mixing up already. Got to keep it straight here through the start-finish line as they get ready to dive into turn number 1. That's going to be Eddie Hagge getting a great jump. Jackson Duke following closely behind. Great job by Jackson Duke and his bow tie machine. Chases another one. Adam Tahan's Toyota getting ready to open her on up. Right now as Adam Tahan does look for some fresh air. Isn't able to get it. Boy, Kevin Foster way dives deep into turn number 2. Almost gets a little slice there. The back of Tahan. Tahan scrapes the wall a little bit. Might be a hint of what his success is when he does get out front. Eddie Hagge trying to drag race this one away as Jackson Duke taking a peek here for the lead. As they are side by side, Eddie Hagge is going to get it, but Jackson Duke gets out by a fender. Tahan smells blood. Right now as he sits right behind the 08 of Jackson Duke. Right now Tahan's waiting for that opening. Boy, Kevin Foster, good roll through turn number 1. And Stella, you were here during the battle here for the lead. Jackson Duke tucks in behind Eddie Hagge again, and hopefully you've got something on Curtis Yancey.
Yes, believe it or not, iRacing chucked Mr. Curtis Yancey due to blinkage.
Ah, okay, so we had probably a packet loss out there.
He saw nothing on his end at all. I told him he was pretty significantly blinking, but yeah, they took it upon themselves to...
Sorry, Eddie Hagge ricochets off the wall here.
Yes, but holds it.
Yep, Jackson Duke, a little nudge there to that right front fender. Fortunately, That front stretch wall keeps creeping up on these guys. I think they're getting a little more than they thought. Right now,
How
Kevin.
does it surprise them? That's what I want to know.
Now, I'm just thinking the roll off that turn is just getting a little bit fatter out there. Here's a look here from Kevin Foster as he's looking to take a peek. Cuts off. Eddie Haggy goes ahead and takes the air right off the nose. That's going to drive Foster a little harder into that turn. See, Foster has to check up a little bit. Haggy's able to run away. Great move. And you can tell that is a season winner there, as Eddie Haggy knows exactly what to do. Jackson Duke down on the rumble strips. That's going to drop him back to third.
Sure is. Yeah, Kevin Foster went from second on his tailpipe there to half a second back just in that one move. Impressive.
Yep, not bad. As the clouds clear, we move back here to Garrett Bobo, Nickerson, and I believe
Connor Gibson down the bloodline.
Not bad. Boy, we got to get a little higher than this. These guys are doing something back here. Look at the 27 of Ramos.
Yeah.
Ramos would love to be able to squeak out of here. Here comes David Lakey into the screen, as well as John Osborne. Finally going to slow it down here a little bit. I'm wondering if Tahan on older tires. He's now put a set of tires on. Looked like 12 seconds down the pit last time Tahan came in. I'm wondering if he breaks free, if that's going to be the end of the race. He just drag races away with this.
Yes.
I think they're trying to keep him trapped as much as possible. Eddie Haggy out by just a hair, though. 0.2 of a second over top of the Big Red Propane machine here of Kevin Foster. Currently, Chevrolet, Ford, Toyota, 1, 2, and 3. Scott Sanderson trying to make it back into a podium position here, but he's got Tahan right in front of him. These two have been racing next to each other a whole bunch here tonight. As Victor Weaver out there, yep, there's the voicing the concern about the 14. If I'm not mistaken, I think there was even a practice where the 14 got in a little bit of a trouble. Victor Weaver, if you're still on, keep me up. I'm fairly certain there was some concern with that. Correct me if I am wrong. I do like keeping on this battle here. Jackson Duke sitting 5th. Chevrolet's 4th through 7th. Not bad, though. Where's Garrett Bobo come in? 6th as of right now.
Ooh, they're tight. Good. Wow. Dylan McDonald got a nice run there. Getting a little help now from Nickerson.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to say, watch Nickerson. He's going to help promote one of these lines. Jackson Duke would love to figure out a way to slide in somewhere, and he might just have that opportunity now. Good job, Jackson Duke. Going to go ahead and follow Dylan McDonald. As they get just a little bit closer here, Jackson Duke, another dive into that turn. Very aggressive.
Look at Bobo going. He just passed him like he was standing still.
Boy, look at the breakaway from Haggy and Foster. They get away from the field here by 1.5 seconds. Yeah, look at Connor Gibson. Started in the 20th position.
Yeah.
Awesome job here. But Dylan McDonald, he's been on the fly here. Look at that look at that best time. That has matched our leader currently. On the 54.84 by Eddie Haggy. Whoa. Dylan McDonald goes ahead and rearranges Adam Tahan a little bit. Changes his line. Tahan now falls to 6th. Jackson Duke's going to try to attack. I think Duke is out of shape here.
Yeah, just put him into the wall.
Yeah, Duke getting pinballed on the way back. He's now out of the top 10. I think he's going to try to live the fight another day. Duke, I'm sure, wants to pit one more time before the end of this. Last time he came down on lap number 50 was a splash and go. He might be saving a set of tires, and that's when to take him. Caution is out. And who's involved?
No. Ouch.
Tons of smoke. The number 50 involved again. Davis Carroll, trouble on lap 71, trouble on lap 48. Jackson Knock and Logan Murray show to be in trouble as well. Looking to see if Knock has any damage to the right side of his truck. I think he's trying to assess. You see Logan Murray with the front end rearranged.
Seriously, yes.
There's a little damage there from Jackson Knock. Good overhead view.
Yep, left-hand fender taking a bit of a paint job. Redo.
Victor Weaver saying the guy even in an official race, really?
Yikes.
Yeah, the last name Allegrini rings a bell. I feel like I've raced with him before as well. Alrighty, what gets Jackson Knock in trouble here? Knock out of shape.
Oh, and a big checkup, which took these three. Sing! Who just squirted out of there? Goodness.
Another peek at this. Jackson Knock. Right there. See, he's already sliding. Yeah, he's lost traction. Trying to slow down. 50 goes ahead and forces it.
31 into the back, 4, but the 31 continues to drive these guys sideways. That's the one I don't understand.
Now, is that Galloway? Yes, it is.
A 31 should be Connor Gibson. Yeah, that's what number is on the side of that red one?
31. Yeah,
Okay,
that would be Mr. Galloway, who's supposed to be number 15.
Oh, no mind. Okay, thank you. But 15's like death.
All right, wreck is happening here, but this is what gets me. You see Bill slowing down. We are still accelerating into the wreck here.
Yeah, all these passes that are happening right here are absolutely negated because as soon as that flag is thrown, everybody's placement locks in. So why take it, so fast and the chance of having another accident while you're under caution? It's just not sensible.
Yeah, the turning there by Galloway to continue accelerating during the wreck here as we are back under cloud cover.
Big time.
I think would be something we keep annoyed here. Now, say, Stella, I don't hear any acceleration. He maintains in fourth gear.
Yep. But is he the one that was pushing the other two
Yes.
cars?
Yep, I'm waiting sure to take a ride along just to see if we can vindicate the driver.
Fair.
Let's try to at least give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I was just looking at the fella that was right in front of him, the smoke blowing off his tires while he was nosed into the wall. All right, 10 cautions here, 8 cause cautions, 2 stage breaks, and a partridge in a pear tree. Sorry.
And one of our race controller playing Car Mechanic Simulator.
No.
So Kevin Foster and Nick Nickerson. Lap number 72. Everybody came in. But some had tires. Others did not. Eddie Hagge did. Pretty excited about that.
Yes.
See how Eddie Hagge does here. Haven't seen the 97 in victory lane here in quite some time.
True.
I give a big shout out there to Clear Low Communications and the Perfect Shine Auto Spa for sponsoring the league this season. Do appreciate you guys tuning in here to SimTraX Broadcasting. If you're considering sponsoring a race, you get the opportunity to go ahead and nail it down.
What is that?
And sponsor.
In our chat? No, I was curious, what was that in our chat?
All right, here we go. Back under green flag.
Yes.
The Perfect Shine Auto Spa restart zone is taken by Kevin Foster. And he'll fortunately be surrounded, or at least backed, by a GFR driver of Nick Nickerson right behind him. Eddie Hagge holds on to third. Bob Berry in the fourth. Whoa. All right. Bobo sitting fifth. Adam Tahan sits sixth. Trey Ellis seventh. Scott Sanderson is eighth. Michael Rakes is ninth. And Ramos holding our 10th position. Appreciate you, No Pockets, out there for chucking a little extra in there. Appreciate you. 16 laps left to go here. Visit Ellis County 225. We'll hopefully be finishing under green. I'd love to see a good shootout here to the end. Michael Rakes, unfortunately, caught out of line. He's going to be marching back. Gets caught in front of the 31. Connor Gibson sends him. Jackson Duke getting caught up. Caution back out.
Oh, yes. Definitely for that one. Really?
All righty. Back underway here. Everybody getting back in line. We kind of saw that live. I thought there might be a trick there. Michael Rakes did want to stop the bleeding, but ends up opening the sore wide open here. As LAT Racing Oil's getting their money's worth here at a single file track. One of these super speedways that we see out there. Drivers getting over 190 miles an hour out there on the track. As we have 9 unscheduled cautions here. Michael Rakes definitely the culprit on this one. Can't blame Connor Gibson at all. As he definitely held his line. And he came across the nose. Connor Gibson doing his best to try to save his own truck. And that's why he sent him the rest of the way around.
Good job. Hold still there. Make sure everybody knows where he's going and where he's going to be, so we don't have any secondary accidents. Nobody takes any advantage of this caution by heading down pit.
So rough caution here so far. Michael Rakes, I'm sure, might be coming down to visit. Double check and make sure that truck is in good shape out here.
I don't know. I haven't seen him caught up in much of anything. If he needed a fast repair, he probably still had it.
Firestone Tire Studios. Egging it on.
Okay.
Wow. Stella, there's a lot of, I would say there's going to be a little animosity after this race.
It's a possibility. I don't promote that. We finally do have some people that are going to take a little bit of pit road advantage.
Look who has returned.
Okay. Did they just give him a timeout, stand in the corner, face the corner kind of thing?
I'm double checking. This should be a lucky dog here.
Yeah. That's what I was just going to say. He's been out, and here he is on lap 76. Everybody on 77, but I mean, that's...
Actually, this should put him lead lap.
Yeah, but that... How... He's been gone. Well, thank you, iRacing.
That is something. Curtis Yancey might be able to return, and you are going to see him go crazy.
I'm amazed. I mean, if I could...
Oh. That's him trying to slow down for pit road.
Oh, my.
You can't tell me that he's a veteran driver. He's done this. So he comes in. He's going to top off on fuel, probably get his last set of tires.
There they go.
And he's going to go out there, and he is going to rip this thing. If you thought he gained positions fast last time, if no cautions come out, expect that 51 to be shooting up to the front.
Wow.
Talk about a change of events here.
I'm just amazed that he comes back on no harm, no foul after being gone since, what, maybe lap... Yeah, they put him back. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like being able to sit in the stands while they play around a dodgeball and then coming in right at the end. No harm, no foul. Right. As long as he doesn't wreak havoc. Come on, Michael Rakes. Back in the pits for his 8th time this evening. But in comparison, I'm looking at Matt Crockett, who's taken 12 visits. I think he might be having lunch and dinner. There we go. Michael Rakes out and ready to roll.
So Kevin Foster, Nick Nickerson, Eddie Hagge, Bob Berry, and Adam Tahan.
Top 5.
Yeah, it should be a good run here. I'm expecting Curtis Yancey with the top 10 finish. He's sitting 28th. It's nothing against anybody out there on the racetrack now, but he's already come up and sat 3rd. And was toying around with 2nd, but wasn't able to hold on to 100% of it. I'll be super excited to see if that is going to continue. Boy, Pocono.
It's like Bill Harkins is having bids for his tailgate. Firestone Tire wants him back, back on the tailgate. And No Pockets is here saying, no, I want to be on the tailgate. Heck, I put them on the hood.
Alrighty, Perfect Shine Auto Spot getting another restart here. As Kevin Foster, Nickerson, Bob Berry, Eddie Hagge wants to regain that lead, trying to put Berry into the rear view. He's going to do it. Hagge up to 3rd, Bob Berry to 4th, and Adam Tahan is currently sitting 5th. Bad there, great job as they continue shooting on through. Everything is looking fantastic here so far. I would love to see everything square away, but a little trouble here from Connor Gibson.
11 laps to go, and we are tight.
Pit. Yeah, he last pit on lap 72 as well. Looked like his final 4 tires went on. Currently, I guarantee you, Kevin Foster, winless this season, would like to go ahead and grab one now. As we get a nice view of our stands. Kevin Foster, Nickerson, Berry. As the fight still continues here, Eddie Hagge, who had the opportunity, is now falling to 5th. I know, Firestone Studios, do not wish that upon us, my man. Don't do it. As they continue going here, Eddie Hagee sitting in 5th. 2 Fords, a Toyota breaking up the 3 Chevrolets that are behind. Benjamin Lacey's Dodge Ram coming into play as he makes a bid for 6th. Taking a look to the inside, the 29 of Garrett Bobo, who's been quiet all night. Bobo finally getting a clean race here. As he knows he wants a little piece of it. Who is that? Yep, that's Nickerson. Nickerson getting a little knock there from Adam Tahan.
I was watching Connor Gibson pushing around a little bit there from the middle lane.
All right, as you can tell, these are our top 3 drivers, all within 0.2 of one another. Adam Tahan, there's his breath of fresh air to the inside. That's going to go ahead and put Nickerson under fire here. Not looking good. Tahan does fall off, though. Who's picking up pace? Benjamin Lacey. The finish line, the end of turn number 2. He's the fastest on the track right now. Lacey up to 7th. Tahan has 2nd now. Half a truck length, not quite though. As he takes a peek, here's from Nickerson. Whoa! Almost gives a little nudge to Foster here, but Nickerson going to use his GFR team, and does Nickerson have him at the line though? Caution does come out, I think. I think Tahan got him at the line. But just barely.
Oh!
Pace car
sorry.
doing...
Gosh!
blitzing through.
Scaring the heck out of me until I realized it was the pace car.
All right, well, and everybody's rooting that this one being in trouble was not the case. You'd have to add 10 to that. Logan Murray is on fire here.
My goodness.
Yeah, literally. So we'll see if I can get a good angle here of what happens here to Logan Murray. Jackson Duke with a run.
Wow.
Bill!
What a wave!
Bill!
Tell me they're going to wave that flag.
He has to.
Tell me. Oh.
Bill Harkins.
This is one of the first times he has maintained where he started in
Look
the
at
race.
this.
I just came.
Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away.
Yeah. Just made another lane over here. No biggie.
Hangs in there, though. No pockets out there. Yes, 4 in the 14. All right, Mr. Allegrini is up to the 22nd position now. Retirees here for the night. Carter Phillips retiring on lap number 25. Ricky Hart retiring on lap number 49 as he continues his repairs. Victor Weaver ended up retiring on lap number 59. 10 laps later. And we are going to see if Logan Murray is able to return here. As he has spent...
Just an update, Curtis Yancey's moved up 9 places since he's come back on the playing field.
Oh, yeah. Well, these caution laps are going to kill him, but it's going to mush everybody back together so he can slowly pick them off as he goes. So Logan Murray spending the last 2 minutes plus a black flag down in pits right now. Logan Murray might be the end of it here, depending on his fast repair limit at 82. Jackson Duke, I'm sure, is being gifted an EOL here. That'll go ahead and restart him in the 29th position here to get going. I'll keep showing Adam Tahan running off track here.
I think he might be trying to save fuel. I
Now,
can't
lap
imagine why.
72 is
But
when he
Knock
came
is doing
down
it
in the
too.
pit.
There's no chance they can see something on the track that they're avoiding?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just a little curious there. But I would say Kevin Foster will have the restart here. He'll have a teammate sitting behind him.
Nice.
I think the part I would be most nervous about is that number 1 Toyota on that outside line. If he's able to get any sort of traction here heading into turn number 1, this is going to be brutal. Foster has got to help pull Nickerson across with him. But this is going to jam Eddie Hagee behind Adam Tahan.
Yeah,
So-
these are all fierce drivers.
I bet
There
you
is
Garrett
going-
Bobo wishes he was in the GFR racing team to get at least an earful to figure out what in the world's going on. To see how he can combat this start. But he's down there with Pop Motorsports. Jackson Duke, one of the faster drivers out there here tonight. And Stella, I've got to say, Pop Motorsports has actually been growing as this league goes on.
Yes, I was complimenting him earlier this evening. They are fully loaded tonight. All their drivers on the team are on the track.
All right. Now, hopefully everybody stays cool here. No one loses a head. I believe this is the track that somebody was decapitated in the fence.
God. It's
Yep.
not.
Nice little piece of information there for you as the Perfect Shine Auto Spot restart zone heats up again. Kevin Foster does not get the start he was praying for. Adam Tahan has the lead currently out by a fender. And if Foster doesn't get a hold of this here quick, it's going to be trouble. Foster gets a quick cut. Adam Tahan, top line. He's looking toward underneath. Still, as we play chase with these guys, here's the top view. Adam Tahan now has the lead.
Look at 5 and 6. Oh, we had a mess back here.
Caution finally comes out. Looked like iRacing took their sweet time as the big one happens. Bro. Nicole Crazel on the lid.
I have not seen that in seasons now. No more flying up 50 feet in the air. No more upside downsies. Wow.
Impressive. Well, good news for all you 14 fans out there. Up to 17th.
Oh.
Here for our caution. Look at what in the world is going on here.
Yeah, it started up about 5th place. They started knocking around. Wow. She really took a spin there.
Look, as Allegrini just kind of putts through around there. So it looks like it's because it does. It starts way up front here. Wow.
There, see?
Look at Bob Berry.
Yes.
Avoids
fifth,
it
and
yet again.
6th and 7th go crunch.
We're taking a look at the 29. This is Garrett Bobo. Lacey and Bobo get into it. It looked like Bobo got out of shape because Lacey
That's
still
Connor Gibson
remains.
airborne. I think.
Yeah,
Nope,
hold on.
maybe
Let me
not.
find Benjamin Lacey here. Let me try to get us a better view here of his angle. Bobo is sideways heading into the
That's
turn.
9. That's Dylan McDonald goes airborne.
One, two.
Pling.
So we'll stick with Bobo here. Dylan McDonald doing a wheelie. Connor gets
Gibson
caught.
sideways.
Here's
Yep.
Lakey.
Ouch. Yep.
All right. And maybe we can stick with David Lakey here. That is Matt Crockett on the bottom? Matt Crockett.
I'm trying to.
Jackson Duke.
12.
Lakey's doing a stoppie. He gets the rear end lifted up on him.
Yeah, I'm watching those 4 right there, all trying to get out of the way, but there's a side. Yes,
Well,
see,
Ty Carino
sideways.
dumps Jackson Duke as they were clear. The 62 dumps him here.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The 4 that were trying to get away, and then all of a sudden there's a side. Oh, ways person. Wow. Stop.
Bill.
Good on him. Right.
Look, this is riding on top of Jackson Duke. Okay,
Yeah.
builder, look out.
Hi. Whew, 54 flying by. Yeah, that was Matthew Bailey saying, I'm out of here.
Everyone's saying Matthew Bailey might have fired through that. Or Matthew Bailey's been in some trouble. Maybe we'll give Matthew Bailey some time here. What do you say? We got a little bit of
That's what I'm
time.
saying. He just went squirt right through.
Yep. Let's see if we can ride shotgun with him here and see what it looks like.
He's saying it's still going. There you go. Not exactly a seeing eye single, but he got through it. Much better than a few of the others there. Connor Gibson still down in pit after 4 minutes.
Drivers involved, just name a few: David Lakey, Cordell McFarland, Michael Rakes, Jackson Duke, Davis Carroll, Matt Crockett, Connor Gibson, Dylan McDonald, Nicole Crazel. Those are the ones I think were dealt the heaviest damage here. Adam Tahan will be taking us, I believe, to our restart here. This is going to be pretty sketchy. Firestone Tire Studios, appreciate you joining on here tonight, as well as No Pockets. I believe we've also got Victor Weaver hanging out there in the chat. Unfortunately, his race did end prematurely.
Hambone's there too.
We will see him return. Yep, Hambone getting ready to see our shootout here with 2 laps left to go. I'm hoping my eyes are crossed here and we're not back under caution.
Oh.
I believe Mark Galloway, you see the lights turned back on the pace car.
Yes.
His car looks like a crushed up can here. Something's up.
I'm
Caution.
not terribly sure who was. If the whole field didn't even make it across the line.
No.
Okay.
I was wondering if this was maybe a sidestep or something. And maybe we slipped the clutch and spun out.
But we were firing off within 2 laps to go.
It shows Matthew Bailey in pits as well. Destroyed.
That's what we get for looking at him.
What happens here?
Oh.
Okay, that's that back there.
Yeah.
Oh, blows the engine. Oh, he blew the motor. So he did make contact during that caution.
Oh.
And it blew the engine. I give it to it, though. He had a couple lap shootout. I mean, what was I supposed to do, pit?
Yeah.
All right, let's try Mark Galloway here and see what gets his restart.
Well, we got guys knocking off the walls up there. Ow.
What?
No, 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 no.
That feels like agitation. Somebody's annoyed.
Yeah.
Because we went to the outside and tried to split it here. Slow on the restart. David Lakey's to the outside, and it looks like Galloway either didn't look or was trying to slow the 84 down from making the pass into turn 1.
Well, the thing is they hadn't passed the start-finish line, so there's no changing lanes until that happens. Not for blocking purposes or anything else. And it's also against the rules to lag, it like that, and then take off.
I would say right here, green flag drops, and Lakey has the jump here. And he moves out of the way.
Okay. Oh.
I don't know. This is why I'm not race control.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Pocono, beautiful place to be. As we get a little bit of the yellow sunset here, as long as we have a yellow caution. I'm sure that will stay that way.
I was just trying to figure out, to me, I thought 2 laps away, when they took off there, it'd be like 1 lap away. Wouldn't that almost be like white flag and it wouldn't matter what happened? And they just keep racing? But I guess it wasn't quite the 1 lap away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we were 3, and then it was 2 at the line.
Okay, so they had to make 1 more lap before it was...
Before the white flag came out. So
Gotcha.
we will restart here.
Under a green-white checker?
Depending on how many restart chances we have here.
2.
Barney's got the yellow flag straight up in the air. That goes ahead and signifies as 1 to go. Pace car lights will be off. Driver firing around here, trying to play catch up. That should be, I believe, Dylan McDonald getting back up.
One of our provisionals is out there in the chat, Mr. Josh Adams, and he's asking, was this a good one for him to miss? That's subjective, my dear.
Yes and no. I think if we had a third of the cautions, this would have been a horrible one to miss.
Oh. Okay.
Retirees are adding up. Connor Gibson has taken it back to the garage on lap number 86. 3 laps later, Matthew Bailey takes it back to the garage. And Mark Galloway well on his way to doing possibly just the same, as his repairs extend over 3 minutes. Fortunately, Dylan McDonald was able to save a fast repair. I don't know if he's going to have the Curtis Yancey luck here from the 24th position. Yancey is up to 13th. Still looking for a top 10 finish out of that part-time driver. And we will see how this one ends. Hopefully, it's under green. Alrighty. Yep. No Pockets might be our #1 fan now.
I know.
All right. I love it. All right.
We'll have to get some information on that person.
Righty, the restart zone. Oh, yeah!
You are kidding me.
Adam Tahan. Slow, looks like he misses a gear, and who rearranges him? Eddie Haggy. Haggy might have some nose damage now as Foster's up front. Somebody just got booted here in the back. Who is that? Bobo?
29, yep.
No! No, finally gets a clean race. Oh.
Yeah, he actually was had run a best lap with 54.706. Yeah.
Bobo and John Osborne. Osborne destroyed. I've said that a lot here tonight.
Oh.
Destroyed.
Yes.
I mean, look, Nicole Crazel was able to get back off the lid.
She had saved her fast repair.
Oh, yeah. 7 pit stops for Nicole Crazel. That has only been beaten by 3 other drivers. Michael Rakes, who's visited 10 times, shared with Bill Harkins.
John Osborne,
but
also 10.
Yep, but the most amount of pits is going to go to Matt Crockett. Stella, I'm showing the white flag is out. I believe the end will be near.
Alrighty.
I believe Kevin Foster is going to give this runoff. So Kevin Foster, Nick Nickerson, Eddie Hagge, Adam Tahan. Gets the boot here, and I think they're making sure RC is radioed up that these boys need to go ahead and finish running it out here. Pace car is out, though.
I'm very confused.
Stella, quick little update here. Go ahead and see if you can buzz in and confirm this may be our last.
Yeah, we only have 2. If you're asking how many green-white checkers, we have 2 available. Restarts within the thing. If that. But you'd like me to go check?
Believe so. I believe the race is complete. Yep. What an odd way to finish this race. Checkered flag did come out. Let me get you guys some unofficial results here. This will be brought to you by Joker Creations. Tied in with that, yes, Kevin Foster does get it. Nick Nickerson, Eddie Hagge, Adam Tahan, and Benjamin Lacey for the top 5. I told you Curtis Yancey would get a top 10.
Son of a gun. I would also like to see that last restart, if possible. I would love to see what happened with the bump. That was pretty wild.
Oh, yeah, there with Eddie Hagge.
Yes. I thought Foster was the one that got it, but I believe you. So we still ended up with 24 on the lead lap at the end of the race. Out of 33.
It's Bob Berry. Okay. Let's see if we can get that last. Tahan up front. Tahan misses gear. Boom.
Okay.
Hagge got into him.
Yep.
See Jackson Knock working on it here on the bottom.
And it was a nice save. I mean, Tahan maintained. He got it back together.
Where does Garrett Bobo get caught in this? John Osborne gets turned by Sanderson? Yes.
It's like, wow.
Scott Sanderson.
I thought it was a 99, but I believe you.
So Scott Sanderson had been fighting John Osborne here, at least since lap 82. Here's another look at it. You want to keep where Sanderson is here with John Osborne. Makes a cut and pops him there. So ends up catching most of our drivers.
Sorry, it kind of looked like his hood was going to continue to drive.
Ouch. All right, Kevin Foster getting a chance to do a burnout finally. First time this season. Fantastic job. Stella, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that is at least 3 drivers from GFR Racing getting in the top 5 here tonight.
Let us see. We have, oh yeah, Kevin Foster, Nick Nickerson. Let's see.
Benjamin Lacey.
Lacey. And Ricky Hart would be the only other one because Jonathan Platt's not here. Yeah, not bad. 3 out of 5.
All right. Yeah, not bad. Definitely great job here. As these guys definitely, good Lord. What a mess, though. What a mess. All right, let's go ahead and get a hold of Eddie Haggy here. And I'll let you take over our second place drivers. I want to find Eddie Haggy. Eddie, you got a copy of me out there, buddy?
Yeah, man, I got you, Pat.
Dude, what a mess out here tonight, but you stick it out. I like to sum everything up, and I love this last restart. Talk to me about what in the world happened between you and Adam Tahan.
Yeah, man, we got a great restart. Felt like I was going to go down there in the 1 and easily get in the 2nd, but I think he said a shifter broke. He missed a shift. Something happened. There was this part of me right when I hit him. I'm like, ooh, this could be my lucky day. Maybe he'll spin in front of everybody. But Kevin owes me one because I hit him hard enough that he didn't hit anybody. So, but I really am very happy for Kevin. He's deserved this one. I know he's not feeling well either, so I'm sure that makes it that much better.
Oh,
well,
boy.
You're not feeling well either.
Well, I mean, he's like under the weather, I heard. I'm just bummed that I lost, but I feel good.
Okay.
I got you. Eddie, what a race, though, man. Definitely a back and forth. You got to lead some laps out front. I've got to admit, the way Adam Tahan drove up front and you as well, you have to equate some fresh air to some of the success that you had leading this race.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, first of all, the car felt really good. And normally, I don't feel like in a fixed race that the car is that much better than anybody else. I made some adjustments in practice, and I definitely could get to 10th or 8th pretty easily. But passing for the lead or the last few guys, that was really tough. Was leading there at the end. I think Kevin took 2 tires there. I think if we had some green flag laps, that wouldn't have been able to hold me off. But ultimately, it did. But yeah, the clean air was so key. And honestly, just having drafting help, like him having Nick and a teammate there, that was so crucial there at the end. And it's props to them.
Yeah, fantastic job, man. So we move on to Richmond next week. What's the chance of being able to find you out there?
Yeah, I'll be there. I had a good run last time we were there in the trucks. So yeah, man, just trying to string together some good momentum. Haven't had the finishes this year, but hopefully we build on this and eventually get back in victory lane. If Kevin did it, it means I got to do it now.
Yeah, definitely. We haven't seen you in victory lane here for quite some time, Eddie. I think your time is due, man. Definitely your time is due.
It's eating at me, Pat, man. It's been way too long, but it's coming.
All right, go ahead and give me a shout out from the 97 out there.
Man, it's been a while actually since I've been here, but driving a new scheme. I'm driving the Dr. G power washing car, and beautiful scheme. Very grateful for them to come on board. I always want to thank them and EP Wealth Advisors. Thankful to the Lord and my family and friends and everybody that's part of this league. Appreciate you all putting on a great broadcast. It's a joy to do this every Wednesday, and win or lose. I mean, I certainly want to win, but it's always fun, just to come out here and run. And certainly really appreciative to finally get that good finish.
All right, Eddie Haggy, congratulations, man. You were able to stay out of the trouble there tonight. I can't say that for most of the other drivers, but hopefully you're able to stay clear at Richmond next week.
Thank you, brother.
Yep.
We'll talk to you guys soon, hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah. All right, Stella, that is Eddie Haggy. That's going to move you on to Nick Nickerson, who you finally caught up with out there, 1 spot away.
One spot away, and I will not take that that first second place is first loser or something like that. That's just not fun. But the number 2 car in second place and bringing up the GFR team. How was your race tonight?
Yeah, it was pretty brutal, to be honest. I mean, we were fighting back and forth. Everybody. I mean, it was just absolute. I don't know. Try to keep it clean. It was tough. Like it was for I don't know why, but it was very like one lines. I mean, everybody was just fighting for that top line. It was very difficult to make anything work on the bottom, which was kind of weird. But I mean, it was definitely a dogfight between all of us, and it was fun. And at the end there, I'll definitely take second place because I think Kevin and I were the only ones on like old tires that were still up in the front, and we were just fighting for our lives for those last few cautions. So obviously Kevin won it based on technicality because it looked like the number 1 car had some kind of issue on the restart, but a win's a win. And with the strategy that we played and how much of a disadvantage we were at, a 1-2 for us, we'll take it for sure.
Oh, yeah. I double checked down the pits with Adam Tahan, and he did confirm that it was a bad shift.
Yeah.
So
Happens.
feel bad for him, but lucky day for you. And Eddie didn't hurt the situation by giving him a little nudge. Well, up
Yeah.
8 last week after your performance, or lack thereof, but up 8 is wonderful. You've only been
Yeah.
here 3 races. I expect to see you at Richmond.
Yeah. Is Richmond next week?
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll probably be there. Yeah, the performances and the wins just aren't going to be there. I mean, I just don't have time to be sim racing all day, every day like it used to be. Now that I have twins here in this household, so I get to race once a night. So this is my kind of getaway, and just to hang out with the boys and whatnot. And yeah, look forward to next week. Richmond's always a fun track. Hopefully these things will be a little more racy and open up a couple different lines. We'll see.
I don't know. Well, see, that was the thing Patrick kept saying. We should have expected to see almost single line racing here at Pocono. There was never single line racing here tonight. So you guys were seriously, mixing it up and all that good stuff. So, yeah, we hope to see you a bit more, though, so you can get above that cut line. But how about some shout outs from you, Mr. Nickerson?
Yeah, just all the old teammates, and Big Red sponsoring the team. Got a few different other sponsors out there. To be honest, it's been a while since I've been here, so I don't remember all of them, but appreciate everybody. And, of course, all the admins and Bill and Kevin and all they do for the league. And appreciate you guys putting on the broadcasts. See you next week.
All right.
All right, Nick. Congratulations on second place finish, buddy. And we'll see you here pretty soon.
Appreciate it, man. Take care.
You too. All right, Nick Nickerson gets it done here, but the man who finally gets his Ford into victory lane. All right, Kevin Foster, it's a long time no see, man. You have been doing an awesome job out here tonight. What was the key to survival?
No clutch.
The big key to survival tonight was, the key. Okay, the keys to victory. Let's go there. Keys to victory. Keys to victory was the number 2 truck, Nick Nickerson. I owe this all to him. I owe this all to the teammates here at GFR Racing. Tonight was just some bad fortune, some bad luck. Finally went my way, and I was on the receiving end of that. So yeah, this goes out to Nick. He was doing everything. He was, he was behind me, coaching me along, and I owe this to him and all the boys at GFR.
Well, the boys at GFR, 3 of you guys nailed the top 5s here tonight. So a huge night here for your team. But you talked a little bit about the teamwork out there. The second to last restart, it looked like you didn't get the jump you wanted to on Adam Tahan with Nick behind you. What happened there?
So what happened, he was watching Nick instead of watching me, and I was waiting for Nick to get to my bumper, and as soon as Nick got to my bumper, I launched and Adam launched at the same time. So he did his job and timed it perfectly, and so I can't fault the man for that. And I wish I would go back and redo that, but at the end, it ended up the way that I am thankful for, but it was, way too many cautions, as you guys know. We get, as a league, we got to do a better job of cleaning this up. 12 cautions at this big of a track is definitely not what we need to bring to the table every week. And so, yeah, there might be some telegrams sent out this week about that, but it's not what we need to put on as a league. And as a league owner here with Bill, definitely disappointed in the quality of product that we put out there for our broadcasters and all the fans out there watching tonight.
Yeah, and we got a lot of people collecting out here and definitely watching you guys. I would say maybe I'm sure you guys will come up with some sort of a plan, because Richmond is next week. A lot smaller track, and we get these guys a lot closer together. So we'll definitely be holding our breath on that there, Kevin Foster. I hope you guys are able to square something away. I think Bill Harkins was able to kind of survive a little bit here tonight as well, as he at least got a 17th place finish in his Ford, and he was able to survive. But Kevin, kind of give me your shout outs here and what you think about Richmond next week.
First to Richmond. Richmond, one of my favorite tracks. I love that little track. It just, you have so many different options. You can run the wall on old tires. You can hug the bottom. You can run the middle. So it definitely presents itself as opportunities to pass cars. It's not a one groove track. So yes, it's more a little short track racing, and hopefully people mind their P's and Q's next week, and we can actually get some green flag runs in, and just get back to just racing instead of, pacing. And that's what we definitely need to do next week for Richmond. So hopefully everyone, does that. Shout outs. It's been a while. Thank you for all the fans for staying out there. Thank you for everyone that supported me. It's been, season and a half, 2 seasons since victory here in the Bandit Racing League. So, it's amazing, and I appreciate everyone's support, all my teammates, beautiful wife downstairs. Thank you for allowing me to do this. SimTraX, thank you guys for broadcasting and sticking with us through thick and thin here. And Bill, you're always my rock here in this league, so I appreciate you. And this one we're gonna celebrate, because I know I had a top 5 truck and didn't know I was a winning truck tonight, but since it's the first time in a long time, I'm definitely going to take it and celebrate. It's a little bittersweet, with it, all the cautions and everything, but I'm going to enjoy the moment and get ready for next week.
All right, Kevin, congratulations, man. Long time. I'm glad to see you back in winner circle here, as I would say that big red propane machine needed to be. So we'll definitely catch you at Richmond, and good luck with you and your GFR team.
All right. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for everyone for tuning in.
All righty, everybody. That is Kevin Foster doing an excellent job here tonight. What a rush this was, and definitely a lot of things. If you look, we had at least three lead changes out there. Kevin Foster winning this one, as we definitely had a wild race out here. Stella, anything left to add before we get ready to sign off here?
Oh, yeah. It was a little bit more exciting. We had 11 lead changes with 5 leaders, but those 15 cautions did rack up 42 laps at the pace rate. So next week, like Kevin said, let's clean it up, and we'll see you in Virginia.
All right. Yep, Virginia it is, and that's going to be a tough track. Very small. They'll be able to have 2-3 lanes of racing. Guys, I appreciate you showing up here tonight and watching the Bandit Racing League for the Visit Ellis County 225. Appreciate you, No Pockets, Bill Harkins, Firestone Tire Studios, Josh Adams even tuned in. I'm so excited. I'm sure I missed a ton of other names out there that you guys were tuned in here tonight at Pocono. See you at Richmond next week, guys. Be well, be safe, be kind. We'll see all you guys next time.